There is nothing like facing Kaabah in the Quran. Wallahi lazim. No single ayat in the Quran where God asks you to face Kaabah. I will show you today. There is nothing like Allahu Akbar. Saying Allahu Akbar is shirka. God never gave you that. God is not Akbar. God is Al-Kabir. Al-Kabir, not Akbar. It is like using, in Arabic we say Sayfat Tafsil. It is good, better, best. It is like using good, better, best. If you say God is the greatest, greatest of which gods? After telling you La ilaha illallah, there's only one God. So how can you tell me Allah is the greatest? Of which gods? How many gods do we have? So how can he be the greatest? It's just like football players. There is always good, better, best. The best player always have another players competing with him. So when you say Messi is the best, it means there are other good players too. But God is Allah alone, and you are calling him Allahu Akbar. Is there any other God apart from Allah? He is calling himself Al-Kabir according to chapter 13 verse 9. So who asked you, who gave you Sultan permission to call him Akbar? Hatu bur'anakum in kuntum sadiqin. Now, there is no shouting allowed in prayer. There is no silence allowed in your salat. Wallahi lazim. It's not from God. You do your salah silent, it's not from Allah. You do your salah shouting, it's not from God. Now, there is no number of rakat. There is no single verse in the Quran where God asks you to do 3, 4, 5 rakat, mandatory. Wallahi lazim. Nothing like that in the book of God. Now, there is nothing like tayyah in the Quran. God never gave you tayyah. What is the meaning of tayyah? Greetings. You are greeting who? That tayyah that you are doing, greeting Prophet Muhammad in your prayer. I thought the prayer was supposed to be for God. Innani ana la ilaha illa ana fa'buduni wa aqimu salat li zikri. And you came to do the zikri of Muhammad in your salat. Is it from God? Afala ta'qilun? Good. There is no salati upon the Prophet in the prayer. God never gave you that. That is shirka. Apart from that, there is nothing like shahada for the Prophet. You say, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. God never gave you all this trash. Please. Apart from that, there is no salamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, salamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, left and right. God never gave you that. Wallahi, it is from this same garbage they call Sahih Bukhari. I'm calling it garbage because it's useless. It's not from God. Let any scholar come out and sit with me. Wallahi, I will expose that scholar that day. Allah. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm talking with passion, right? Because these scholars are irritating, they are disgusting, they are annoying. Wallahi, they've misled us for a long time. But time is up. Wallahi. There is no khamsa salawat in the Quran. Listen carefully. Nothing like 5 prayers in the Quran. I will show you today. There is no Salatul Jum'ah in the Quran. No scholar on this earth can show me one single verse where it says Salatul Jum'ah. Nothing like that in the Quran. There is no Salatul Janaza in the Quran. There is no Salatul Taraweeh in the Quran. There is no Salatul Eid in the Quran. They are all from the Hadith. I tell you once again, they are not from God. Wallahi lazim. They are from Sahih Bukhari, if that is your God. So none of this is in the Quran. Wallahi lazim. So now let's move to the topic itself. According to chapter 5 verse 3, it says, Al-yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati wa raditu lakum islam dina. Now, if God has completed the religion for you, and he has completed his blessings upon you, and he has approved Islam as a religion for you. So when he was completing the religion, I want to ask your so-called scholars, was the salat already given to him at that time? If yes, how come there's no 5 prayers in the Quran? If no, then how can God tell you he has completed the religion and yet there's no 5 prayers here? Afala ta'qilun? God says, today I have perfected your religion. Does something perfect need correction? No way. Does something perfect need to be adjusted? No way. So the religion is perfect. Your blessing and amta alayhim, the blessing ni'mati has been completed on you. Now God has approved Islam as a religion for you. So which means it's complete. We have to find everything about Islam in this book. Somebody will say, how? Let me show you how you have to find everything from that book. Go to chapter 6, verse 115. That is Surah Al-An'am, verse 115. It says what? وَتَمَّتْ كَلْمَةُ رَبِّكَ صِدْقًا وَعَدْلًا لَا مُبَدِّلَ لِكَلِمَاتِهِ وَهُوَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ. And the word of your Lord is complete in truth and justice. There is no alteration to his words, for he is the hearing, the omniscient. So if the book of God is complete, if the Islam itself is complete, is akmaltu, completed, perfected, and the book of God is tammat, complete, how come we don't have 5 prayers here? How come all the things I mentioned about the tayyah, the whatever you are doing, how come it's not here? So obviously you are following awliya after God. Because he told you in chapter 7 verse 3, وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا مِن دُونِهِ أَوْلِيَاءَ قَلِيلًا مَا تَذَكَّرُونَ. Now, let's go on. So chapter 16 verse 89, let's see what book was given to Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam. Chapter 16 verse 89. Which book was given to Prophet Muhammad as a prophet and as a messenger to bring to me and you? He says, وَنَزَّلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ تِبِيَانًا لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ وَهُدًى وَرَحْمَةً وَبُشْرَى لِلْمُسْلِمِينَ. And we have revealed to you the book as a clarification for all things. لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ. God didn't say illa. He didn't say except the 5 prayers. He didn't say except ikama, except tayyah, except, no. وَنَزَّلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ تِبِيَانًا لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ. Are you more smarter than God? Trying to tell us rubbish and tell us, no, the Quran will tell you something, but it doesn't tell you how to do this. Hypocrite you are. Wallahi lazim. Hypocrite you are. Allah na ce maka kitabin nan na tibiyanan komai yana bayanin kulla shay'in kuma bai ce illa ba, ka bar wannan, wai still kai hadisi zaka bi. Ka bi ba dole bane. Ka biya ma kiyama kafa bi nafsika yawma alayka asiba. Ka gani.